What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today on Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $174. We're down about 1%. What I wanted to do here was look at Litecoin on the one-day time frame. I have some bullish things I'm going to show you and also some bearish things we're going to be looking at as well. But before we get into any of the technical analysis, what I've been reading over the weekend, this is Essentials of Technical Analysis, and this is by Dr. Alex Tang. And what it says is 24 rules to follow when trading the markets. And what I did, I kind of just picked out about 8 to 10 of my favorite that I wanted to share with you before we get into any of this. So I hope you like this. If you get some from it, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. These rules are going to help you much more than people telling you where Bitcoin potentially could go next. Guys, these can help you for the long term and for life. Okay, so number 1, use stop loss orders. Number 2, never overtrade. Number 3, never let a profit run into a loss. After you once have a profit of 3 points or more, raise up your stop loss order so that you'll have no loss of capital. And that's what I've been practicing, and that is what helped me the most, guys. When I start seeing that price move up and I'm in a profit and the relative strength's getting high, put in that protective stop loss order and keep trailing it up. Take it out, move it up as price goes up, and then if price reverses on you, you have no trouble. You lock in that profit, you wait for the next great opportunity. That's how you play this market. I'm telling you, that's what works the best. Next one, do not buck the trend. Never buy or sell if you are not sure of the trend according to your charts. Next one, when in doubt, get out. Don't get in when in doubt. And right now, guys, we've had a lot of doubt in this market. You know, right now for Litecoin, everything's dependent upon Bitcoin. We had a really nice pattern setting up for Litecoin. Bitcoin broke, it drug it down with it, and now we're trying to hold this 250 moving average, which we're going to get into in a little bit here. Trade only active stocks. Keep out of slow and dead ones. Equal distribution of risk. Trade only 4 to 5 stocks if possible. Don't end up trading 20 stocks at once that you can't pay attention to. Next one, don't close your trades without a good reason. Follow up with a stop loss order to protect your profits. Next, never average a loss. This is one of the worst mistakes a trader can make. And that's a huge one, guys. As price starts falling, you just say, I'm going to add more, I'm going to add more. And then, you know, sometimes they don't come back. And that's where you can have some trouble. Never get out of the market just because you have lost patience, or get into the market because you're anxious from waiting. And that's how I'm right now, guys. I'm patiently waiting right now for the next great opportunity. And you have to do that. Sometimes you can wait days, even up to a month or more for that right opportunity. You strike, you get that profit, you step back and you reevaluate the situation. Next one, avoid taking small profits and big losses. Avoid getting in and out of the market too often or trading too often. In the last two, just be just as willing to sell short as you are to buy or go long. Let your object be to keep with the trend and make money. That is absolutely true, guys. Bull markets, bear markets, and you can even make more money in bear markets because they drop so much faster. But you want to be on the side of the trend. That's what's most important. You want to be trading with the trend, not against the trend. And the last one, never buy or sell just because price is very low or very high. So I hope you like that, guys. This is the Essentials of Technical Analysis. It's a really good book, and I've been digging into that. And what it talked a lot about was this 250 moving average. So you can see on the one-day time frame here, we are still trading up above it. I believe this is what we need to hold right here, and this is going to be at $157. That's going to be the main support area. Because what we're looking at, if we turn on the EMAs here, you can see we're trading below the 20, which is in purple, in pink, which is the 50, in orange here, this is going to be the 100, and we're also trading below this 200 moving average, or this 200 EMA, and that's something I've talked about for a long time with you guys, that I did not want to see that, because typically when we start trading below that and the 200 acts as overhead resistance, it can really push you down far and deep. Because, guys, we were trading up above this 200 since October 21st, 2020, all the way till we had our first daily candle close May 19th. And we traded below it. And now, basically, we've had a couple times where we've popped up above it, and we've had a candle close, but we couldn't hold it. And that's because Bitcoin, what's been going on with it, and we're just waiting for that big break to take place out of the symmetrical triangle and find the next direction for Bitcoin, because it's going to be a very directional move. Okay, but for Litecoin, you know, it's Bitcoin's baby brother, and it's going to do what Bitcoin's going to do, but it's going to do it more extreme. So if Bitcoin has a 10% move, Litecoin could go 15. You know, Litecoin always drops harder than Bitcoin as well. That's just the name of the game. Relative strength right now, we're sitting at 40. And guys, being at 40, you know, we're not an over sold conditions. We're not in overbought conditions. And this is a spot here, we could drop even lower. We've been down, let's see, to about 30 before on the relative strength here on the 1-day time frame, and that's been throughout this entire move here, and we're sitting at 40. So if Bitcoin does start to break down, then we still have more room to even go down to some of these lower levels and see if we can find support. So this is, like we were reading about in the book, this is a very sticky spot to open a trade, I guess is what I'm saying right now. That if you're not in Litecoin and you're sitting back and you're waiting for a good opportunity, I would wait for more direction. It is just my opinion on it. If we get into the technicals right now, on the 1-day time frame, we have a 13 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 3 buy. Oscillators 0 sell, 9 neutral, and a 2 buy or buys. So we basically have all neutral. Besides momentum is going to be a buy, and MACD level is going to be a buy. And you can see with our moving averages, we're struggling here. We have basically an all sell from the 10 to the 200. So, guys, the trend now in the intermediate term has been down, and that's what we have to break out of. On the 1 week, we're more neutral, a 9, and an 8. Then if we take a look at the 4 hours, a little bit more short term, a 15 sell, 10 neutral, and a 1 buy for Litecoin. So say you did jump in this spot, guys, you are also risking a big move to the downside. I mean, even if we double bottomed here and went back down to this wick, that could be $117 that we would need to be prepared for. Now, if we have an upside move through here, heavy resistance is most likely going to be at around $200, $202, $200 right in that area, and then it's going to be up to around $225. If we work through the time frames, guys, also, if you get some from these videos, you like how I break it down, just show you the technicals, let me know down low, and let me know what you think about Litecoin. Do you think we're going to be going into a bear market? Do you believe we're going to get a nice bounce out of here and we're going to get a nice strong move? Or is this an area that most likely we're going to drop a little bit lower? I'd love to hear your take on it down low. Okay, but if we're working through the time frames, if we get into the 12-hour, we are trading below all the moving averages right here. So you can see intermediate term, guys, trend down. So we have to be careful. 4-hour, same deal, trading below everything. Our support levels, 171, then it's going to be to about that 161. Then I'm going to look down to 131 would be the areas. And then on the 1 hour time frame, volume's getting really low. So when the break does happen, it's probably going to be pretty big here, guys. Even on the 1 hour, we're trading below everything right now. Okay, trying to hold a higher low here, see if we can bounce back up. But this is just a sticky spot, and this is a spot we have to be ready for, guys. You have to have a plan of what you want to do. And for me, my plan has been I took profits. I'm in a good spot in terms of trading, and I'm sitting back right now waiting for the next great opportunity. I want to see some direction in this market, because right now, if you just jump in, say you don't have a position and you were to just jump into this market right now, it'd be a 50-50 toss. I mean, it's basically gambling at that point. I want to see some direction, because guys, when you get into these trends, just even like this here, this downtrend, look at the percentage, 71% to the downside. Okay, and then we'll take another look at this trend to the upside. And if you're able to capitalize on the 103% to the upside here, even drawing trend lines, which will really help you out. But I want to see some direction is what I'm looking for right now, and it's a tough spot when we're just moving sideways. So just be very careful. The break's going to be coming. Be ready for it in either direction. God bless each and every one of you. If you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Take care.